And so with this, we have a power of zero point 0.1, which is basically like a negative exponent in scientific notation. And so as we do these divisions, it's going to be important for us to understand that since this is division, it is going to be the inverse or the opposite of what would happen if we were multiplying. And so if we were multiplying zero point 0.7 by 0.001, we would move the decimal to the left because it's multiplication. This is division, so it's going to be backwards of that. And so I would not necessarily try to remember this rule because it could cause confusion for you with scientific notation or with engineering notation, and I would not want to do that. But you'll notice I did go ahead and put this one in Wolfram already just to show this. If we did zero point 0.7 times 0.001, the decimal would go two places to the left, and we would end up with 0.007. Since this is division and not multiplication, the decimal goes the opposite direction. It goes actually three places to the right and becomes 700. So as we go through these, recognize that this is not necessarily a trick that I want you to memorize because it could mess with you in terms of scientific and engineering notation, and I would not want that to happen. So we have three digits to the right of the decimal. That means our decimal needs to move three digits to the right because of this division. And I know this is a little bit strange, but 1, 2, 3, got two zeros in there. This is going to come out to be 700. Next, we have 0.259 divided by 0.1. We have one digit to the right of the decimal. That means our decimal is going to move one digit to the right. And again, if you prefer just to hit this with a calculator, I would say that that's probably a good idea actually, because what's going to happen is, like I said, I do not want you to end up in a situation where you're confused about scientific or engineering notation as a result of your work with this stuff. So 1.8 divided by 0.01. And so there are two digits to the right of the decimal. That means we need to move our decimal two spots. We would fill it in with a 0. And we would get 180. All right. We'll take a look at one more. We've got 8.149. There are two digits to the right of the decimal, so our decimal would move two digits to the right, and we would get 814.9. All right, that's going to be it for this video. And as I said, if you feel like using the calculator is the right thing for you here, do that. Do not let this wackiness of a rule mess you up for scientific notation and engineering notation.